think today represents a turning of the page to a new chapter in Milwaukee. We have had devastating outcomes for Black and Latino families in Milwaukee, and it's going to take a long time to remedy that past. But what's most important is you acknowledge it and you turn the page on history and start focusing on how do we create systems to support Black and Latino homeowners instead of disenfranchising them.
One of the things that we also know recently is that the Black home ownership rates across the country are about where they were in the 1968 when the Fair Housing Act was passed. It means we haven't made much progress, and the progress we did make, we lost. We need to make that back.
Today represents a monumentous occasion. Look, Wells Fargo is working with the CDA, with Axe Housing, and delivering a worth grant of millions of dollars, helping us to make sure that we have resources necessary to improve home ownership for people of color in the city of Milwaukee, folks who have been disenfranchised and have not had the opportunity to get home ownership. This is game-changing for Milwaukee, and I'm glad that it's called the Worth Initiative, because guess what? Milwaukee's worth it. Those people in those neighborhoods who will be served by this, they're worth it too. This is monumentous for Milwaukee.
For me and my family, we've been in low income for about 12 years. And it got to a point where I figured, hey, if I'm gonna be in this home for a long time, I might as well own it. So after 12 years, I decided to buy the home that I was in. I started applying back in September of last year of 2021. And by May of 2022, I closed on the house. It gives my kids that stability of basically somewhere they can call home, somewhere they can always come back to, and somewhere that they can, that's basically their own. So it means a lot for me.
We were able to illustrate to Wells the success that we can have here in Milwaukee. So $7.5 million is monumental in our work. That money is already in action by creating an acquisition fund to buy properties that would otherwise be purchased by landlords and preserve them for homeowners.
But it also harkens back a memory for me of when I was a little girl and my mother moved us from Long Island, New York to South Carolina. She wanted to buy a home for her children. She had the assets to do it. She worked with a real estate agent. She went into a community. She found a home that she liked for us. And as soon as neighbors saw us walk up to the house, go through the house, they turned around and they bought the home. It was a predominantly white neighborhood. And this was back in the early 70s. So fast forward, it's 2022. And I work for a company that's investing $7.5 million in a community so that organizations can collaborate and build homeownership solutions that are relevant and meaningful for their community. There's nothing better than that.